Hello everyone, we are the Massive Paradox team and we have been working on a new game for about 4 months now. We introduced Greedshot, a new cooperative shooter experience where each play brings unique challenge with procedurally generated environments. We have had the game idea for a long time. We have been involved in the creation of various games, shooters, platformers, RPGs, and even puzzle games. But we have never created a roguelike or games with procedural generation before, and this is our first serious experience. Where did my idea come from? I have loved shooters since I was a child. As a kid I loved playing Doom, Battlefield and even Blood. In recent years I have played a lot of online shooters like Counter-Strike, PUBG, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and while I liked each game in its own way, what I didn't like was that the diversity of these games was reduced to the type of players you would encounter, whereas the level remained the same in terms of design. However, in games like PUBG and Fortnite there were more elements that could be random: loot, airdrops, time of day, and the safe zone. And despite their age, these games remain relevant. I have been thinking about this game for about 5 years. Many times I really liked playing different shooting games, but I was disappointed when they ended too soon. I had to play the same levels over and over, with the enemies always appearing in the same places. Finally, last year I got a clear idea for this game. I saw several roguelike shooters such as Gunfire Reborn, Ziggurat, Deadlink, and RoboQuest. All these games were very well made, but I primarily wanted a game with real weapons, without fantasy or cyberpunk elements. I believe this game has the potential to be popular for several reasons. Freshness of each play. With procedural generation every play is different. This keeps the game exciting and new each time you play. Individual experience. Since the game changes every time and includes lots of random elements, each player will have their own unique experience. Long-term replayability. Every time you start the game you'll find new levels and situations. This means player can keep coming back to try different ways of playing and face new challenges. The game's core lies in its procedural generated landscapes, offering both solo and cooperative play modes. So, what's the plot of this game? In the near future, an unknown billionaire has created an entertainment venue on an island, attracting the world's wealthy. This venue is a modern-day equivalent to the ancient Roman gladiatorial combats. In this setting, successful gladiators engage in combat against dead row inmates, while spectators bet on whether the fighters will survive or not. A prisoner who managed to kill a gladiator becomes one themselves. It's rumored that gladiators who survive a year of combat are awarded a new passport and freedom. However, whether this is true or not remains a mystery on this island. The game style takes you to beautiful sunny tropical islands similar to Hawaii and Cuba. Despite this paradise-like setting, the game focuses on survival. Player needs to battle to stay alive and avoid threats. The game's graphic principle will feature cartoonish characters set in realistic environment. So what's about the gameplay? You wake up in your room, you leave, you head to the shooting range. If you want, you test out new weapons. After you are ready for a real battle, you approach the vendor, and on the table there are 3 weapons, but without attachments. Just the pure weapon. You choose one, but don't worry, until you enter the arena doors you can change your decision. You enter the arena, the battle begins. Often your goal is to defeat all enemies and reach the exit doors. You kill enemies, reach the doors, and again you find the vendor area. Now the assortment expands. Here both plain weapons and attachments for existing ones are available. You fight until you die or until you reach the final room in the run. What about development? Our team consists mainly of several guys, mostly developers, but much of the idea regarding both the game and its aesthetics was created by our game designer. We are building this game on Unreal Engine because we have experience with this engine, and we know how it operates. For now we'll use the assets from the Unreal Marketplace, however we'll also create some content ourselves. What are our plans? We developed our first prototype and showcased it at the Poznan Game Show in October 2023. About 60 people tried it out and we were pleased with the results. Based on the feedback we received, we presented an updated version of the game at the Game Summit event in Baku in December 2023. This has led us to identify even more areas for improvement. How is the development going? Our main focus is procedural generation, but we also work on the weapon system and multiplayer. Sadly, the work is challenging, but we believe in our capabilities. We actively use Trello and Confluence in our operations. We want to build an active community around the game, so I have opened a Discord channel where you can voice your critiques. We plan to continuously release alpha and beta versions of the game that anyone who subscribes to us can play it. We have opened the game page on Steam and you can subscribe and follow our game there. So, wish us luck in our development.